The Horn of Africa. Contrary to popular misconception, this part of the world harbors some very fertile areas. The highlands of South West Ethiopia cradle a forgotten ecosystem, diverse and rich in resources. These rainforests are linked closely to the culture of the local communities and provide many useful products for the communities and for sale. Each hectare produces economic and environmental benefits worth over $2,500 per year. But their significance goes beyond meeting local needs. These rainforests moderate the water flow for the Nile Basin system, which is key for agricultural production in the neighboring lowlands of Ethiopia, the Sudan, and Egypt. The forests also provide an abundance of genetic resources, especially wild coffee. It is here that the genetic origins of Arabica coffee are found. Trees of the highland forests capture and store a vast amount of carbon, counterbalancing emissions of carbon dioxide across the world. Unfortunately, it is not fully recognized that these rainforests affect the lives of millions of people in these and many other ways. There has been little forest management in recent decades and limited control over who enters the forest and what they take, despite government regulations. Trees have made way for agricultural land, and the quality of the remaining forest has deteriorated. However, there are realistic and sustainable ways to preserve Ethiopia's forested areas for future generations. Over the past 10 years, the regional government and local communities have been working in partnership with the NTFP-PFM project to help introduce participatory forest management, or PFM. Overall, PFM helps develop clear rights, revenues, and responsibilities for the different actors involved with the forests, the communities, and the government. It involves a series of steps which lead to the devolution of forest control to the local communities and the development of sustainable management plans for the forest, which will ensure it is maintained. The PFM approach is based on three concepts. First, community control has to be formally recognized, so that a feeling of ownership and responsibility for the forest grows among the communities. This ensures sustainable use. Secondly, the forest, as a renewable resource, must pay its way and compete against other land uses in terms of the income and benefits it generates for the communities on a sustainable basis. And third, the government should be able to save costs by handing over responsibilities for the forest to the communities and work in partnership with them with regular monitoring of the forests. Developing PFM suited for the southwest forests has involved a long process with many trials and many lessons learned. Although there are still plenty of challenges ahead, the PFM approach has already begun to prove its value. One of the successful forest enterprises so far is Wild Honey. Specialized community-based companies now send their produce to wholesalers in Addis Ababa and through them to overseas markets. Some cooperatives have been certified as producing organic and fair trade forest coffee. This helps them achieve a premium in the export market. Improving the quality of other produce, such as korarima, a local spice found in the forest, is also being explored. Trade in timber, linked to improved management of wood resources, is also under discussion. This could enhance community income, as well as improve the quality of the forest. Also, payments may be obtained for the greater carbon stored in these better managed forests. Active forest management by the local communities, which PFM facilitates, is enhancing the productivity of the forest, both the income it generates and the environmental services it provides. In this way, the future of these forests becomes more secure. This experience in South West Ethiopia confirms the growing recognition that PFM is a vital tool in creating a sustainable future for the forests and the people who depend on them. It provides a win-win scenario for forest communities and the government, and for the environment and rural livelihoods.